1,000 feet, raindrops falling on the street. I can't recall when I last saw the sun. Summer's just a memory, a faded piece of history. No one can remember all the fun. The late night barbecue, zipping on a genie juice, cruising down the road, no thought of getting old. The girls are hot but the beer is cold. Yeah, that's the way we roll. Bathing in the sun, on the beach having fun. Whoa, these lazy days are never done.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome. I just wanted to do a little something this afternoon because I've been watching some videos about scammers, con artists. Some of you may know and may remember the Flim Flam Man. Some people say Sam the Sham, the Flim Flam Man. Well, I got to looking at some videos, and some of them were scammers, scamming people out of their hard-earned money. They were saying that they were with Microsoft or with Google, and come to find out, they pay to have their ads at the top. When you Google Microsoft, theirs is generally one of the first ones that pop up, because they pay a fee. So when I got to thinking, well, somebody tried to scam me just the other day over a toll. The nearest town near me that has a toll road is over 4 hours away. I travel on back roads. I travel through downtown, through city streets. So I immediately blocked that number and reported it as spam. Not the kind you eat though, but spam. And I blocked the number. So I was like, Then I found that there's some YouTubers out there who are scam artists, con artists, grifters. One of them is a woman, and she was selling items and she was scamming people. She was saying she had a lot of product, when in all actuality, she didn't have a lot of product. She had maybe 5 things, and she said she had 50. So she took 50 orders. 5 people got the items. The other 45, they got took. She took their money and they didn't get nothing. So I was like, wow, man, scam artists, con artists, people that just take your money and they don't think twice. They're not going to bat an eye about it. Well, this woman, this girl, she knew she'd been had. She got caught because it wasn't the first time she'd done it. She'd done it over several platforms. And so I got to thinking, are some YouTubers, con artists, scammers, grifters? So I said, well, let's just see. So I said, let's just go and see how many YouTubers are grifters, scammers, con artists, things like that, versus, people that blow up your email inbox with get rich quick schemes. They also will send me money. You got to do this. You got to do that. Yeah. So I said, well, what if it's somebody who has a YouTube channel and they're like, I wonder if I can get people to pay me to do this, and then I don't do it, or to do that, and I don't do it. What if I come up with a big old sob story for content, and I tell people that I'm dying and I need money? Well, hey there, boss lady, you want up? Come on, old girl. There we go. So I got to thinking. So I went looking. Yeah, there was a lot of people on YouTube proclaiming they had an illness or a sickness or a disease and took a bunch of people for money. One of them was somebody who had supposedly Tourette's syndrome. We all know what Tourette's syndrome is, right? She scammed a lot of people out of a lot of money. She just went radio silent. It was dead air. I do believe she got rid of her channel. I do believe she got rid of her TikTok. She got rid of her Instagram. She got rid of all of that. She got rid of all of that. So I'm wondering, how deep does it really go? You know? How deep does the scamming and the grifting and being a con artist, how deep does it go? Is it are a lot of people, doing that now? Well, I think some of them are. I can't be 100% sure. I don't know, but I'm just giving my opinion on how some YouTube content creators are grifters, they are con artists, and they do scam you. Like, let me show you how to run your YouTube channel. Well, I was born just not yesterday. I don't see why I should have to pay for somebody to show me how to record on YouTube. Like I said, I'm not in it to make no money. I don't want the money. And I would never, ever, ever promise somebody something and then not give it, but you're going to give me all your money first, and then you may or you may not see anything from it. I'm not about that mess. So how far and how deep does YouTube scamming go? Do we know? No, not really. We put our trust in people just like you put your trust in your banker, you put your trust in your doctor, you know, your best friends, your neighbors, your family. Some family members scam family members. We've all seen that happen. But does one YouTuber strike you as a con artist, a grifter, a scammer? Because there's different definitions. Don't get me wrong. There's different definitions. Um, a lot of YouTube content creators, they do it for the good. They show how to do woodworking, how to do do repairs on your car, how to read troubleshoot a code that your car's throwing before you take it down, and and they charge you $150 just to see what kind of code it's throwing. Just little simple things that you can do. That's what I'm interested in. But the more I looked at a lot of stuff, there's a lot of people out there that do scam you. They do grift. They're con artists. So, and like I said, now when I got that text message on my phone, I was like started thinking about that. I'm like, well, they send it to email, text messages. They just blow everything up, like mass emails and mass text messages and stuff. I said, well, what about what's on the interwebs? Out here on the interwebs, internet. What about those? How many people scam? There's a lot of YouTube videos that are how to grow your channel, how to draw people in. Well, I don't know about any of y'all, but the best advertisement, to my opinion, is word of mouth. You find a good car mechanic, you find a good doctor, you find a good restaurant, or whatever. You're gonna say, hey man, I had a really good meal at this restaurant. You might want to go check it out. Prices were real good, and they gave you a bunch of food on your plate. You know, to me, best advertisements word of mouth. People say good things about people, and it grows their clientele list, if you will. Well, to me, the same thing, should be for YouTube and Instagram and the TikTok and all of that stuff, word of mouth, you know, not just to come on here and create content to get people to feel sorry for you for something that not even happening to you, and they're going to give you money. I think that has got to be one of the biggest cons, one of the biggest grifts of all time since social media hit the stage. Everybody, who's up there, y'all know what telephone solicitors, cold calling, if you ever work for somebody like that. You cold call people and try to get them to invest in this and invest in that, buy this and buy that. Well, we've evolved over time. Now we've taken it to a whole different level, a whole different level. Now, I think that a lot of people, they really get hooked and they get sucked in and they start believing what these people are telling them. I'm dying of cancer. And all of a sudden they get, oh my word, maybe, $500,000, and all of a sudden they disappear. Whatever happened to them? Do they ever resurface? They go underground? What happens to them? And then all of a sudden you might see something that sounds strangely familiar. Strangely familiar. And you click on it and you watch it and you're like, this is the same dadgum person who 4 years ago did the exact same thing. Now they're doing it under another name. Now, comes in all shapes and sizes and all different kinds. So, old boy there, he reminds me of a cross between a con artist and a grifter, kind of a little bit of this and a little bit of that. That's kind of like what old boy reminds me of. So I said, let's think about this. Let's think long and hard about it now, shall we? Let's look at the pattern. You connect all the dots, you follow all the money. Connect the dots, follow the money. Now, some things I wouldn't give 2 cents for, Some of us are smarter. We kind of like have that, sense about us. We can see it before it even reaches the front page. You know what I'm saying? You know it's a con. You could smell it. You know it's there before they even get 2 words out of their mouth. You can just tell by looking on their face. They're conning you. They're gonna scam you. You can tell before they even speak. You know it. And to me, what's gonna happen when more and more people catch on that you're lying, that you're cheating them out of money, you're cheating other people out of money? What's going to happen? Does your empire crumble? People are going to lose all faith in what you have to say. Oh boy, there, I think he's done lost a lot of people's faith in him. A lot. And it's not nice to rip people off. It's not cool to rip people off. This ain't none of that. But what do I know? I've just been walking this earth for, oh Lord, I'm not going to tell my age. People really know I'm an old curmudgeon. But for a long time, all those old infomercials to get you to buy something. Remember the back of magazines, send in $5 and you get this. It's all a scam, all a grift, all a con. It's all of that and then some. When do people actually wake up and realize that it's all garbage? It's nonsense. What are you helping them with? What are you going to get in return? What do you get in return when you do this? Well, we already know old boy there bought more condos, was it now? Who paid for those condos? Hmm. His subscriber base, his followers, the super chats, super stickers, membership buying. Who actually bought those condos? Oh boy, they're purchased. Who's actually the owner? Who? Hmm. Makes you wonder, don't it? Are people that gullible that they're gonna buy into that? Why? Why do you gotta be that gullible? That makes no sense, man. None. That's like, if you give me $50, I'm gonna let you have. I'll sell you. You give me it's worth $50, but I only actually bought it for $1. So I'm gonna take you for $49. But I just sold you the world's best thing for $50, and believe you me, you bought it. What are people buying from old boy there? What are they buying? They're buying his content. They are hanging on every word, waiting for the next video to drop, waiting for the next live to come up on. They're waiting for it all. I can honestly say I donate to one channel. One. And y'all know what channel that is. Y'all see me pop in and out of there. That's 2 leaves in a pod. I donate because I know where it's going. I know where it's going. I have all the faith that I know where it's going. I know it's not going to go buy no daggum condo on the beach. It's not going to buy, it's not going to go for no daggum attorney fees. I know that's not where it's going. But some people, they believe in that. They actually do. They buy it hook, line, and sinker. Are some people are they just that thick and they don't see it when you're looking at it? Do you not see it? I could have swore on one video there that I watched, oh boy, there had dollar signs in his eyeballs. Makes you wonder. And what about the big super chats or the big uh, stickers? What about those? I could have swore I saw a couple of big super chats on one of his lives one time. Where'd that go? Did it go to the slush fund for the attorney or the slush fund for his condos? I honestly believe every bit of money that he gotten so far, I don't believe all of it went to his attorneys. That's just my belief. I believe some of it was spent on other things. I honestly do. I believe some of it was spent on those condos. Well, hello there, Miss Snowball. Miss Snow White, the kitty cat, come traipsing in here. Hey, girl. They it's just unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. Now that's not counting his other stuff he does. That's not counting the other things, the other platforms he sell his stuff on. I'm just gonna call it stuff. I'm not gonna call it much of anything else because that's all it is just stuff. Probably some of that stuff you can find along the side of the road, from my understanding. I heard he sent somebody a mystery box that had dirty laundry in it. Nasty, used dirty clothes, which probably came out of one of those storage units. Now, why would anybody buy a mystery box? Now, I'm not going to buy no mystery box because that's like buying mystery meat. You don't know what's in there. It can scare you, make you sick, make you ill. But I understand some people do it just because they think they're going to get something good. It's okay. It's all the build up. Build it up, make it sound like it's worth, oh shoot, I'm just going to throw a number. Let's say it's worth $100. He's telling you it's worth $100. But when you open it, you get garbage. Garbage. I'm surprised people don't find styrofoam containers that have Chinese takeout in it or something, you know? I'm surprised people don't open it and find a dirty diaper. Hmm. Some people, man, some people. So I really don't know what all he sells. I just, from what everybody says. So, but you can tell he's really big on selling himself. He's not selling anything but himself. He is selling his lies. That's all. That's a good con man. Going to sell you something, you know, offer you the world for a big old price, and then all you get's a grain of sand. That's it. You get a little twig, you get a weed. You're like, I paid all of this money for that? Why? Why did I allow myself to get suckered in? Maybe more people will wake up and listen, you know, that maybe it's not all truth. Maybe he's not telling the truth. Maybe he is lying. Maybe she is lying. We don't know who's lying. But I know one thing. I'd never buy nothing from anybody unless I go and I see it for myself in person. I don't buy nothing. Don't buy nothing on a whim. Don't want to ever try. Because you never know, man. It'd be like buying a lemon. Some people go on eBay and buy used vehicles. And then when they go to get the vehicle, it doesn't run. But the video showed it running. Well, how old was that video? How many years ago did that car run? We don't know now, do we now? We just don't know. So maybe more people will wise up and get hip to everything that's going on with this here old boy. I don't know. It seems like the more he talks and the more he tries to drive that point home, y'all. Y'all notice that? Y'all notice how he drives that point home? I got a ton of fees. I gotta pay. I gotta pay. I gotta pay. But why not take the money you've made and use that money to pay your own bills? Why are you dependent on people listening to you, your content to pay your bills? They're your bills you incurred. Those subscribers didn't incur those bills. That's not their electric bill they gotta pay. That's not their attorney fee they gotta pay. When people gonna wake up? When are those people gonna wake up and actually understand what's going on? It's all a game. To him, it is. If I'm not mistaken, didn't old boy there say one time, wasn't it a bet or something like that with some other fella, some other young content creator? People are stupid. They'll give you money for anything. Well, let me tell you something. I'm not that stupid. I ain't gonna give you money just for anything. Not gonna happen. Not today. So maybe some people will wake up and really understand what's going on. You're funding him. All of these YouTubers out there, especially those get rich quick scheme ones, yeah, you just paid their mortgage, you just paid their water bill, you just paid their light bill, you just made their car payment, you just paid their insurance payment. Or let's not forget, you just funded that European vacation, or you just funded that vacation to the Hawaiian Islands. So if you don't have it to give, don't do it. You can show support in other ways. But I definitely don't support old boy there. Never in a million years. No way. Not happening, Captain. So a lot of people think that he's the, well, they are, he's the real deal. He's not the real deal. Not in my book. And another thing, I don't like that when people try to say, oh, you got to give more super chats. You got to send more money. No, I don't. I ain't got to do nothing but sit right here and watch you make a fool of yourself. Because that's like you're, you're begging for super chats. Don't be begging for super chats on your channel. Why you got to beg? Some people need to get out and get a real job, a real 9 to 5 one, 8 to 4. Get a real job. Work with your hands. Use your brain. You know, I know a lot of you educated people out there. You can think of other ways to make money than to grift off of people, you know, by selling them garbage, selling them stupid stuff, selling a get rich quick scheme. Use your brain, people. Use that head for something other than a dadgum hat rack, you know? I also believe a lot of people, they get sucked into it. They want to buy into it. Everybody knows those pyramid schemes, right? You buy into it, you work your way up, you never see the top. You're never top of the shelf. You're always going to stay down in the low shelf, tucked away where nobody can see you. But the only thing you're going to see going is your money. You got to buy this, you got to buy that. Nah, I wish everybody would get smart and understand what's going on. Wake up, smell the coffee, understand that, you know, eventually the truth going to come out about all these scammers and grifters and con artists. It's all going to come out. You can't hide the truth forever. You can keep it under the rug, but the more lies you tell, that little lump under the rug, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And you start seeing the truth poking out. It starts coming out. You can't help it none. No, you can't. It's going to get exposed, and then all of a sudden the rug gets pulled back, and the truth comes out. And then what's going to happen to you? You're going to come out and apologize to everybody. You're going to say, "Yeah, I did this. That's my bad. Yeah, I did that. I'm wrong. Everybody else was right." But really, really, is it right? Is it right to take these people's money to do what? With pay your bills, pay for things that only you can enjoy and nobody else can enjoy? Oh, but wait, they enjoying your content. Is your content worth all of that money you've gotten? Is that content worth everything to you? What's going to happen when that content stops? You're just going to keep doing it. You keep doing the same content over and over. People are going to get hip to you. They're going to start seeing through it. And your once loyal supporters, they're going to start calling you out on it. They're going to start their own channel and they're going to start calling you out on it. Yeah, they will. They're going to call you out. And then what's going to happen? Oh, they called me out. Now I got to get a lawsuit. I got to take them to court. They called me out on my lies. They exposed my lies. Well, you shouldn't have been lying to begin with, now should you? You should have been telling the truth the whole time. What a concept. Telling the truth. That's a novel idea, you know. But some still, they still gonna buy it. They're gonna keep buying it and keep buying it until they have nothing left to buy. When you're out of content, you're out of content. You got to move on to something else, you know. Old boy there, I think the end of the rope is getting nearer and nearer and nearer. He knows it's going nowhere. He knows. But yet he keeps spewing it. Why? Oh, that's right. To drain every last penny that you can. Keep draining. You're going to keep draining and draining and draining. You're going to keep sucking it dry, man. Then you're going to move on. But some of these people, they're gonna search you out and they're gonna call you out on it. Yeah, that's not gonna be a good look now, is it? then you're going to be a washed up YouTube has been. Someone who started out strong, then you moved and you stepped in it, and you stepped in it even deeper, and you stirred it, you kept stirring it. You're gonna have a really not so nice reputation. So makes me wonder if your name's not going to be synonymous with the words con man, con artist, grifter, scammer, a flim flam. You know, we could all learn a thing or two. We all know what we're not supposed to do. We all know what we should do. I honestly don't know if old boy there's ever held a hard working job a day in his life. I don't know. Working in some store, working customer service. No, I'm talking about getting out, getting your hands dirty. Get your hands dirty. You know, use your muscles, use your brains, do something right. But some people take the easy way out to make a living. You know, it's all good. Use your smarts where you can, but don't rip people off. Why you gotta rip people off? I don't get it. I just don't get it anymore with people. So I don't know if anybody's interested, but Boss Lady's vet appointment went fantastic. The 6-inch tall, 10.5 pound little boss lady is in good health. They said she's all good. She may need a dental cleaning come next year. I said, okay. But she's got a lot of stuff around here to chew on. I find tennis shoes. I find flip flops with little teeth marks in them. Now, she's not no puppy, but she is a chewer. She likes to chew. I give her a lot of busy bones. She's got a lot of treats that should clean her teeth. Um, she does eat Snow's cat food. This little doggy here, she don't like dog food. She thinks she's a cat. I don't know why, but she did real good. Old Doc, um, he's got his army buddies up at his place. Um, they up there with him for a few days. I think some things are going on. I think there's some building things going on up there. And I said I'd come up, but I don't want to be in the way. And besides that, he ain't seen those old boys up there. His friends, he ain't seen his friends, and oh man, I want to say close to 5 years. So they all took a trip. I do believe there's 4 of them that they flew in. And they rented a car. They went out to his place, and they've been out at his place for a good while. I don't know how much longer they're gonna stay, but they out there working with him on some things, and I think they're gonna go check out his new property he just bought, and I think there's gonna be some things going on there too. He's pretty busy. He's pretty busy. So, but I don't know how long they're gonna stay though. I do know he did say he got a doctor's appointment, and I'm usually the one that run him to his doctor's appointments and to go take care of his errands. I take him up to the post office, take him to go get his groceries and stuff like that. So they might be there another week. I'm not sure. I know he's got a lot of big plans for that property and been clearing out some stuff, and but that's pretty much what all been going on. My day, I was just watching a lot of videos and reading a lot of things on people who grift and scam and are con artists and things like that. So I said, makes you wonder. It really does. It makes you wonder. So on that note, I want to thank everybody for taking the time to listen to me today, listen to me ramble, give you an update on the boss lady, give you an update on old Doc there. He's doing real good. He is. He's enjoying his company up there. He put me on ignore, y'all. I called him and went straight to voicemail. He texted me 10 minutes later, what you want? I'm like, well, I called him to see how you was doing. I'm busy. Okay. So he's having fun, him and his old boys. Oh, also, I want to give a shout out to Miyagi. There's a little piece of artwork that's going to be at the end of this. And that is courtesy of that sassy little Aussie, Miyagi. So until next time, everybody, take care of yourself, take care of each other, love one another, and just enjoy life. Take care, everybody. I'll see everybody in the chat on the regulars.